Today marks the beginning of the journey home for two astronauts who have unexpectedly been on the International Space Station for 9 months. 4 astronauts are set to launch on a SpaceX rocket this evening to relieve the current ISS crew. Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams are then expected to catch a ride back home. They were only supposed to be there for about a week or so in June, but the Boeing capsule that brought them there experienced several problems, so NASA opted to keep them in orbit. With us now, retired astronaut and former International Space Station commander, Leroy Chiao. Leroy, it's great to see you. Appreciate your time. So what is it that this mission is going to look like, Leroy?
Yes, so hopefully this evening we'll see a launch of a SpaceX Dragon capsule on a Falcon 9 rocket, taking the Crew 10 flight to the ISS. Now, this is the crew that's going to replace the crew that's up there, of which Butch and Suni are now members, since they got stuck up there. And so then they will, after a week or so of handover, that crew will get in their Dragon spacecraft and come back to Earth. So it's pretty much a rotation. It's a crew rotation. It's not that Butch and Suni couldn't have come home earlier. It's just that this way we have a new crew up there to take over the work that they've been doing, they and the rest of their other 2 crewmates. So with everything goes well, and there's every reason to believe it will, sounds like everything's proceeding smoothly. The launch will happen tonight, and then tomorrow morning, the new spacecraft will dock to the ISS, and then that will allow them to complete the rotation in about a week or so.
And so, Leroy, why the week? And is that, it's a standard process, but why the week? What happens during that week?
Sure. During that handover week, of course, all the crews are very well trained, but the new crew going up to the station may have crew members that have never been aboard the station before. And even though they've been well trained, it's nice to have the crew that's departing kind of take them through and show them things and give them a few tips here and there, tricks of how to operate aboard the station. It's just a handover period, very informal, to just point things out and make the transition smoother.
Hey, so I'm really looking forward to your thoughts on what these 2 astronauts probably have experienced for 9 months. But take us to the ISS. How do you describe it? What are the things that you think about when you think about the ISS?
Well, the ISS is really big inside, and it's even bigger than when I was there. We were still building it when I was there, hadn't put all the modules on yet, but it was surprisingly large, even compared to the space shuttle. Of course, the space shuttle, was more confined, and the whole vehicle came back. But it's pretty spacious. It's a very capable laboratory, and you know what? It's flying a long-duration mission is really rewarding. It's very different than the short shuttle missions we used to do. And so 6.5 months in space was a long time. These guys have been up there for 9 months, so that's longer than most long-duration flights. It's not the longest, but it's right in there. But you can bet that they're eager to come back.
And so what are those 9 months, the impact on those 9 months when they come back?
Well, sure. There are a number of biomedical changes that happen to the human body when you go up into space for long durations, and none of them are good. Now, fortunately, you can mitigate most of that with exercise, but they'll be dizzy for a while. They might feel a little bit nauseous and a little bit weak, but after a few weeks, they should be good to go.
Leroy Chiao, thank you very much. It's great seeing you. I so appreciate your time.